Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Recovery Concepts, Daily Recovery Snack. I'm Chris. Thank you for joining. I hope this finds everybody well. We're having some beautiful weather here in Southwest Virginia. Getting ready to get up and make a Saturday out of it. Saturday, March 28th. Get her done type stuff. Lordy. All right, let's see what we got going on today out of God Grant Me. Hazelton book. 28th. A quote from William James. If you want a quality, act as if you already have it. If you want, okay, I got you. I'm sorry, I was reading it with the wrong enunciation. If you want a quality, act as if you already have it. Sounds like a fake it till you make it type scenario. We hear a lot about this in our recovery programs. Fake it till you make it. When we set out in recovery, we don't know how to do recovery. As active addicts, we only know how to act like addicts. So the first year or so of recovery is largely learning how to act like and become a sober person. We get to be beginners. What is important is that we work hard to become the people we want to become. If we act respectful, someday we will become respectful. We don't know when, but it will occur. Next, we will become respectable. I'm going to go back a little bit. What is important is that we work hard to become the people we want to become. If we act respectful, someday we will become respectful. We don't know when, but it will recur. It will occur. Next, we will begin respectable. Become respectable. I'm sorry, y'all. I've got a bug. I'm not even reading correctly here. If we act with dignity, we will become dignified. If we act from love, someday we will become loving. This is the miracle of spiritual principles. When we regularly put them into action, we become them. Prayer for the day. Higher power, you have given me spiritual principles. Now help me live them so the power they hold can heal my life. Today's action. Today I will talk with sponsors or my sponsor or a recovery friend about what spiritual principles I want to embrace. I will then write down behaviors I can do to help me live these principles. I honestly did not see that fake it till you make it first sentence thing, but that's exactly what it sounds like to me. And a lot of people have trouble with that, due to trust, hope, and belief, man. How hokey does it sound? Just act like what you want to be, and to me, it sounded very cliche to fake it till you make it, to act like who you wanted to be, and it would eventually come. I didn't trust any of the stuff that was going on in early recovery, and it was because I'd put myself in a position to where I was conditioned to think none of these things were available, or that I didn't want them. I'm a big proponent and talk about it in my groups all the time about being mindful about where you are, where you go, who you are with, what you are doing, because you will pick up, spoke on it just a day or two ago, you will pick up a lot of the habits of the people that you are around. But I think that these things, the major component of turning these things over is getting past the point of waiting for when it will happen, and having faith that it will. The thing that caught me in early recovery about everybody else that I hung out with in the AA and NA rooms was that the people with time really seemed to be living a different way. They were carefree, they were happy, they were content with where they were at that point in time, and they seemed complete on a daily basis. They had something going on with them inside of them that made it okay just to be them, just today, without much qualms or worries. Obviously, I heard people share about troubles and issues as life went on, but generally speaking, on a day-to-day basis, the people with time working a program seemed content, happy, joyous, and free, man. They were enjoying themselves, and I could not get past that because I knew a couple of them from out running and gunning, back in the day, when I went into the rooms, I met some people that I knew. You know, I didn't know they'd changed their life. All I knew is I ain't seen them in a minute. You know, they was somewhere else. I was still out there. Come in and found them, man, and they was totally different people, man. I could not. I might be arrogant and push it to the side, you know, with my expressions or my demeanor or whatever, but I could not get myself to believe completely that there wasn't something that was going on here I didn't understand. And although I wasn't even sure that I wanted it, it was like, it was just so foreign to me to be happy all the time, in the core, if you will, in the core of these people. I could grin and bear it. I could project, you know, everything was fine to you, and I tried to, because I wanted to make sure you knew I was on top of the game. I was running the show. Everything was fine with Chris, no problem. And the cold hard facts was I was a freaking train wreck, especially toward the end. And I felt bad, and I was scared, and I felt like I was alone. And I think being in the rooms of recovery around other people long enough to figure out there's something here I don't understand, but it seems to be good for these people. Over time, I got the choice to where I was, you know, started. I could have done it quicker for sure, but I could have left and relapsed, and I didn't. And eventually, I started believing a little bit more. I started doing a little bit more, and the things they were talking about, the people that they were, it started to happen to me. And that's why 100% I believe hanging out in the rooms reconnected me with my higher power, and that's why my life is as it is these days. Not 100% perfect. I got problems. Who don't? But man, I ain't got to make them worse these days by drinking and drugging. You know, I do my very best. I don't leave nothing off the table, man. I try to do the best I can with any challenging situation. I get my rest when I need to, man, and I just sit and smile and be content at some points in times, man. I rely heavily on gratitude, even if everything ain't going quite straight. But it's a better way to live, and I have a choice. I have a choice every morning of my life. Get up and continue to do these things. Read, get in contact with my power greater myself, start my recovery program just like I did yesterday, because I thoroughly believe I am heading toward relapse or recovery every day of my life, and it is absolutely pivotal what I start my day with, which way I find myself going. So, I'm babbling. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Please subscribe, share, like, tell a friend if you're moved to do so. I'm glad you're here. Don't get it wrong. Come on back tomorrow. But I'm trying to get this thing to grow, and, you know, any kind of help like that would be appreciated. Y'all have a blessed day. Come on back, and we'll make a Sunday out of it, Lord willing. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye.